Hey, this is Dr. Stephen Lowe, AdamRevival, and this is an impromptu video. It is November 3rd, 2024, and we are exactly 2 days from the election of 2024. I'm making this video because, there's a lot of hyperbole out there. It's going to be the end of the world if it goes one way or the other. And I just want to get on here. I want to talk from a Christian worldview and comment on the candidates a little bit, comment on the presidency. I am a professor of national government at the university level. So I do have some insight and I do have some thoughts to share on it. But first of all, we appreciate all your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. We talk a lot of Jesus on this channel. This channel was formed to bring manhood back to biblical manhood. So if you like that kind of stuff, please like, share, and subscribe. We also do just some fun stuff here and there. But let's get right into it, man. Let's get right into it. We have Donald J. Trump, the 45th president of the United States, and we have Kamala Harris. And I know they like to try to force us to say her name a certain way. I think it's Kamala, but it's Kamala, whatever. It is what it is. I'm not trying to offend anyone. It's just the way I say it, and I'm not going to change that for anyone. Freedom of speech, homie. We have Donald Trump. We have Kamala Harris. And we have two very, very, very different agendas at this point in time, at this point in American history, and there is a lot on the line. So who should the Christian vote for? Well, there's a lot of Christians out there, and before I even say that, I think the automatic response is the Christian needs to vote for Donald Trump. And I agree with that statement because when you look at the other party's platform, it's like, well, these are very non-Christian things. They're very anti-God, anti-life, so how do I vote for that? But let's get back to Donald Trump for a second, because there's a lot of Christians out there that are hesitant to vote for Donald Trump because they don't like his rhetoric. They don't like the things that he says. They certainly don't like his stance on, unborn baby deletion. And I want to address that real quick. If you are a Christian, a real Christian, and you have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ, and you believe that the Bible is God's truth and God's word, then I advise you to stop looking at Donald Trump. I advise you to look at the Republican Party platform and the people that are standing around Donald Trump. You will see pastors laying hands on him. You will see them championing life, championing the family, championing God and Jesus himself. That's who the Christian should vote for. The answer has never been more simple. On the opposite side, with Kamala Harris, and also who's standing behind her and who's standing next to her. Currently, as of today, November 3rd, we have every single person that has been to a Diddy party has been promoting Kamala Harris. That's very striking. That's not a coincidence. I'm not saying that to be facetious or to be, humorous. We had Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Eminem. All of these people are known to have gone to the Diddy party. I think Jennifer Lopez was literally his girlfriend at one point in time. Why are people that were at Diddy parties getting up there and begging for your endorsement of a candidate? Stop and think about that. Secondly, what does the Liberal Party or the Democratic Party, because I like to call them the Liberal Party, because I still have a hope that the Democratic Party will return to the Democratic Party of JFK, because there is potential there. And if we can get back to a two-party system to where, there's minor disagreement, that's healthy. That's healthy for America. This radical shift to the left by the Democratic Party is why Robert Kennedy Jr. and why Tulsi Gabbard and why Elon Musk have moved over to support Donald Trump. The Democratic Party right now, the Liberal Party right now, their main argument and their main platform, and don't mind these bugs, I can't get rid of them. I've tried everything to get rid of them. Their main party platform is baby deletion, unborn baby deletion. Think about that. Stop and think about that. They are not focused on the economy. They are not focused on the safety of the United States. They are focused on sexuality, gender, and unborn baby deletion. If we take those things and we go back to the Bible, it's very plain to see where those ideologies derive from. The unborn baby deletion, we can go all the way back to the Canaanites and ritualistic child sacrifice. That's a real thing. The archaeological digs of Canaanite high places have uncovered, burned babies, burned infants in clay pots all the way around these Canaanite high places. This is nothing new. right? This is nothing new for humanity to be that evil. And then we get to the socially engineered communities of the Democratic Party, of the Liberal Party. You can see their flags flying all over the place. What do those things have to do with the money in your pocket? Ask yourself that. What do those things have to do with you personally and you individually? Because I can tell you right now, there isn't a sect of human being or person or culture or ethnicity in the United States that has less rights than the others. If they're saying that they have less rights than anyone else in this country, that's a bold-faced lie. Every single person has equal opportunity under the law in America. So what is the Liberal Party championing? They're championing unborn baby deletion, sexuality, and gender. That's literally all it comes down. And those are all socially engineered communities and issues created by the Liberal Party. Okay, now let's get back to Donald Trump. Who is he surrounded by? He has Elon Musk. He has Hulk Hogan. He has Tulsi Gabbard. He has Robert Kennedy Jr., who is bringing a new issue to light, and it is a great issue. It is the health of America. He said on day one that he is going to order the FDA or whatever bloated bureaucratic administration it is. He's going to order them to remove the fluoride from the water. Has that ever even been brought up in a presidential campaign before? He's talking about getting GMO food out of there. He's talking about looking at the pharmaceutical industry and cleaning that up. I mean, we're talking about the health of America here. If you don't want to vote for Donald Trump based on his behaviors or his words or whatever, vote for him based on Robert F. Kennedy. Vote for him based on the health of America, right? And then you have Tulsi Gabbard, who went against the Democratic Party, and they outcasted her. They literally put her on, I think, a no-fly list. They tried to destroy this woman's life. And she doesn't really stand for everything the Republican Party would stand for, but she's a United States service member. She's a Christian, and she loves this country. She's certainly a patriot, and she speaks reasonable and rational things. So vote for her. Look at Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, one of the greatest entrepreneurs to ever live, wants to pump money. He literally wants, Trump says he will appoint him to create a Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. But that department will look at the bloated bureaucratic administrations of America, all of the three-letter agencies and plus some, and clean those things out and cut them if we don't need them. Because the federal government was literally created per the Constitution and the founding. The federal government has three purposes: commerce, so we could have a dollar to spend nationally and trade nationally; foreign policy, so we had one unified government to deal with foreign powers and to make national decisions based upon that, right? And then thirdly and lastly, a national military. Those are the three purposes of the national government. Now stop and think. Have we gone beyond that? Yes. The federal government is literally controlling the nation in every aspect, controlling our food, controlling our education, controlling our media, blah, 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 so on and so forth, all across the board. Do we want that to get bigger and expand more? If so, you're going to vote for the Liberal Party. Do you want that to be addressed and eradicated entirely? Then vote for Trump. You have to remove, if you don't like Trump, I'm advising you, you have to remove the man from your thought process. Look at what the Republican Party is offering you, and then look at what the Liberal Party is offering you. On one side, you have freedom and prosperity and God. And on the other side, you have unborn baby deletion, sexuality, and gender. That's literally what it is. And I know the Republicans right now are like, if she gets in, it's going to be World War III. That's not hyperbole. If Kamala Harris gets into office, we will be in World War III. And guess what, to all of you Gen Z voters that are voting, the white dudes for Harris and on all this, you will be drafted and sent to war. That's not hyperbole. No one's trying to scare you. That's just an actual fact. Also, if you vote for her, you will not be buying a home. Your credit will tank, and you will not be able to afford food and groceries. You will literally be the dependent on government that they want you to be. So, that's about it. That's all I have to say. This is a very urgent election, and I'm speaking to Christians. Vote based on biblical principles. Who is surrounding these candidates, laying hands? Who's talking about Jesus? Who's talking about God? Who's talking about biblical principles? Who's championing those things? Which party is doing that? There's only one party doing that. And then the other party is literally championing the sins of the devil. This is a spiritual war. This is a battle for the soul of our nation. Will we return to godly principles? Will we return to moral principles? Or are we over? Are we over? Because your vote, whoever wins this election, it could very well dictate that. Now, I will wrap up on this. Kamala Harris gets into office. It's not the end of the world. It's not. Our Constitution was created with checks and balances. The likelihood of the Democratic or Liberal Party taking over the presidency, the Senate, and the House, very slim. Very slim. And I will say this once more. If we have 2 more days to the election. Social media are going to tell you that there's no hope, that Kamala Harris has won. Don't even show up to the polls. That's what they want. They want to discourage the Trump voter. They want to demoralize the Trump voter. Do not listen to that. Turn off the news and get to the voter poll and vote. Remember 2016? It was the night before the election in which the major media companies were saying that Hillary Clinton had a 99% chance to win. There was a reason they were saying that, and there's a reason they're doing it right now. Trump will likely win this election, but you have to get out and vote. God bless. Dr. Stephen Lowe. Like, share, and subscribe. Pray for our nation. Pray for the outcome of this election, and pray for God's will to be done. Jesus loves you. Peace.